The road to your passions is shrouded in pain. I know this from experience. So a lot of the things that I want, a lot of things that I aspire to do, the vision in which I have of myself and the direction in which I desire for my life to go, there's a lot of things in which I have to overcome. I have to overcome attachments. I have to overcome the need to feel consumable and digestible and relatable and likable. I have to transcend being within other people's comfort zone in order for me to get to where I want to be, in order for me to go to where I want to go. And some of those things and those people and those situations in which you have to alleviate yourself from, they are so close that it hurts to know that in order for you to get to where you want to be, you have to transcend those attachments and those limitations in which you've given yourself in the wake of these people, these places, these things. For me, I had made the decision to do something that I've thought of doing numerous times, but yet I was afraid to walk in that direction because to let that thing go was to also make it to where that closeness and that bond and that friendship in which that has been formed, I would have been making it to where that was something that could have possibly been gone. So I just finally thought on it, not only thinking of the cons of alleviating myself from this thing and to release ourselves back into ourselves. Instead of only thinking the cons of that particular situation, I also thought about the beauty and the peace that can ensue with that releasing of ourselves back to ourselves. And ideally, when I thought of it, it was a very beautiful thought, painful nonetheless, but it was very beautiful because I the thought of the initial aggravation that would be present in that situation when making that decision. And then as I continue to navigate the many possibilities, the many encounters in which we may have after releasing each other, I thought of the peace that had the ability to be obtained within ourselves. I thought of the space in which that would have been, the space in which was being created for the things that we truly desire and are passionate about to actually flow to us and allow ourselves to merge with those things. Because one thing about me, whenever I think about anything, in fact, I like to consider the silver lining in any circumstance or situation. And even though this is probably like the most critical decision I've ever come to make, I treated this one no different. Thought of the silver lining. I thought of the pain and the sadness and the sorrow and the anger, and frustration of choosing to walk along this path, but also thought of the potential for beauty to be present as well. So I made that decision. I thought it through. As I said before, I've been to this point. I've came to this point a couple of times, but I hesitated, and I allowed the fear of the what if to keep me somewhere I had known I had transcended, but yet was too afraid to acknowledge. But I'm navigating this course now, and I'm sticking. I'm standing firmly by my decision. Um, I'm not afraid. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Um, I actually am. I'm very afraid. It's scary. Me doing what I'm doing is very scary for me. But the thing that brings me the most discomfort is just the thought of me reducing myself to keep these people, these places, and these things within my life. And I don't want to do that. I definitely do not want to reduce myself. I don't want to dim the light that I am because I may shine too brightly for other people. I know that what I feel and what I desire, it also desires me. And I'm just allowing myself to make space for those things. It's just like a urge, it's a calling, really. Soul is ready to, the soul that I am is ready to experience the flavors of its own. It's ready to align. And it's to the point to where the urge to align is so strong within that um, these situations and circumstances that I find myself in, even though I want to, I want to maintain the peace and the comfort of other people, it's just to the point to where I'm like, nah, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I want everything to be chill around me, but I also want to have my experiences as well too. I have no problem, going out of my way to ensure that other people have their experience, but I want the same thing in return too. And I definitely feel as if I'm in an environment where reciprocity is an issue. And I've been a factor of that as well. So it's not as if all things are happening to me. These things are happening through me in actuality. The manner in which I go about, the manner in which I go about delivering the representation of myself is directly influencing my experiences. So, I have to take accountability for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready, and so many things are like making their way to me as well. Like so many people, so many circumstances and events and situations and ideas, they're just like flowing to me. Um, but yet, even though all this goodness is finding me and I'm aligned and all the things in which I vibrationally align with are, flowing into my life, I still feel that pain. But on the other side of your pains are your passions. So, with that inner wisdom that I have, with that knowing, allowing myself to I'm allowing myself to not only feel and experience the pain within myself, but I'm also allowing myself to cause others pain in a sense. So the things in which I'm doing, they're definitely stressful and um, not in alignment with what some people may want around me. But I'm allowing myself to disappoint. I'm allowing myself to disappoint other people because I do not want to disappoint myself. And it's taking me some time to even get to this point where I'm at right now, to the point to where it's just like, yeah, I want myself that badly that I want myself that badly that if it came down to me or you, I'm going to pick me. Even though I love you and I value you and I accept you and I understand you and I care for you deeply, I'm going to choose myself now because no matter no matter the thing that's placed in my life, be it be it person or an item, those things go. I'm just left with me. They're like I'm like me, the I within this life experience. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. Even even with death, it doesn't go away. It sticks. It's a never ending presence, and I definitely want to be in alignment with that. So I'm definitely just allowing myself to disappoint, and I would definitely encourage anyone listening to this to do the same thing as well. Doesn't mean that you have to be a dick or asshole to anybody, but just how you want to make other people proud of you, also navigate in a manner in which you want to make yourself proud of yourself. Like, you want to live a life that's You want to live a life that's worth it for you. Like I'm pretty sure you want the friends and the image and the persona. You want to be known as that person, but definitely take the time to show up for yourself because it does catch up to you. No matter what, like no matter what stage you are in life, that feeling of disappointment of just knowing that you could have done so much, but you neglected yourself to cater to the needs and expectations of other people. It does catch up to you, and I've been feeling that. I've been feeling that. Like I've been distant. I've been distant both physically and emotionally from the people, place, and things that I've used to um, be so attached to. I've become distant. Some of it is just energetically, man. It's just so instinctive and intuitively done that it's just it can come off as kind of like it can come off as just being abandoned. It can come off as abandonment, but I'm just definitely allowing myself to just to flow with my energy, man. So I definitely encourage you guys to do the same. It's a beautiful process for it. It's very beautiful to actually like step and flow into the life that you've always envisioned for yourself. It's really beautiful, and the vision in which you've had, and the people that were part of that vision. Allow yourself to see things in a different light. You may have envisioned yourself with this with a person um, for an entirety of a lifetime, but if the if the feeling of the condition is there, even though that person, that place, that thing may not be there, will you still do it? Because if the answer is no, then your attachment to a person, place, or thing is more stronger than your commitment to yourself. And I'm definitely choosing to commit more to myself. Like I'm finding people, I'm just finding people, and I'm allowing myself to resonate and flow with these people. But I also recognize that I do have a tendency to latch on to people, places, and things in certain situations and conditions that stimulate me energetically, mentally, soulfully, for the most part. So just allowing myself to first recognize that okay, I do become heavily attached to high vibrational conditions and situations, and it's with that knowing that I just continue to practice detachment while still making it to where love, compassion, generosity, and kindness are still there. And it's definitely challenging. It is so challenging to one day go from feeling as if your life is incomplete without this thing to just realizing that like everything in which I wanted and needed and I felt I needed, I literally had it the whole time. I just didn't know how to access it. I forgot. I forgot just how powerful and how vibrational I was as a light, as a soul, as a person. And it's one thing to know those things, but it's an entirely different ball game to actually allow yourself to merge in the flow with that wisdom that you have and to live in accordance to that knowing and that calling. And the road ahead for me is very scary. You know, vibrationally, I know what to expect. Situationally, I have not a clue, but I'm um, I'm trusting in my intuition. I'm trusting in the light that I am, the light in which I hold. I'm trusting the soul, and I'm allowing myself to live a life that's not. I'm allowing myself to live a life that's navigated by soul and light. So with that, it definitely comes with challenges. It comes with lessons in which lessons of which that can knock you off your feet. Lessons that may seem too overwhelming. Truths that may seem too big to be exposed to. But definitely gotta take the time to be true to myself more than I am true to other people. I gotta start treating myself like I'm number one. because I can tell myself that I am number one, and I still, I still hold that feeling that, I'm nothing. Like these people, these places, these things, they're more valuable to me. They hold more weight to me. Because I've always had a certain mindset about myself. I identify with what was physical, and this the season that I'm in right now is different from what I'm used to. It's different from what I'm used to because I've always viewed life from a physical point of view, but now for me, life is just it's energetic. It's energetic. It's vibrational, and I can dig it. I can dig it for real, man. Like, I love where I am right now. I'm proud of myself for allowing myself to actually not only make it to the threshold, but also open the door and to step over that threshold. I'm so proud of myself. Even in the light, even in the light of pain and misunderstanding and unfavorable situations and circumstances, I'm just proud of myself for actually allowing myself to definitely lean forward to grasp into that intuition and just allow allow this self to be guided by soul and light and love and beauty. So yeah, definitely be more considerate of yourself. If there's a thing that you want to do, a place that you want to go, a condition in which you want to have, and you're afraid to because you may be paralyzed by the thought of that in which you once knew and once felt loved by and cared for, may feel as if it's going to lose you. But all the things that's going to serve you, all the people, places, things that's going to admire you, and the things that actually desire you, they'll never abandon you. They're always here indefinitely. We just have to allow ourselves to flow and to merge and to make sure that we have the space within ourselves to actually allow those things to find and flow to us. So be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. Put yourself first. Don't be a dick or asshole to anybody. Not only don't just recognize the beauty in all things outside of you, but also recognize the beauty of all that's within. Know that you are a light, know that you're a soul, know that you're a truth, know that you're abundant. And as long as you operate from those modalities, you can't lose. So, as always, much peace, much light, much love. See you guys in the next one.